I'm periscoping for my bricks and for my future bricks. And I'm waiting on you. I'm gonna wait on y'all for a couple of seconds. What's going on, Katrina? What's going on? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today will be a successful Tuesday because it's already been ordained that way. All you have to do is do. Good morning, everybody. I'm waiting for you to pop. You're looking at my stove. And I'm going to flip it around. You're looking at my stove. You're looking at the stems from the fake flowers. Then I'm going to flip this thing around, and guess what? We going to rap. Matter of fact, let's rap now. Let me talk to you. Shoot. I'm flipping. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Now let me talk to you. Let me tell you. Let me scoot this over. Let me tell you what got me to today's subject. Long story short, cool thing about working out a whole bunch of women, y'all don't hide things too good. That's good. And y'all don't lie too good. And that's good. So, long story short, I was talking to a friend of mine. She really didn't want, like how you can kind of tell something is going on. So, long story short, y'all being women, y'all go through, but y'all go through with your emotions. So I knew it had something to do with the emotional piece, and I knew it was kind of stressing it. So even before I even asked what was going on, first thing that I asked was, do you have your answer? Whatever you struggling with, do you have your answer? Did God give you your answer? Did he tell you what to do? She was like, yeah, but it's kind of hard and this, that, and that. I'm like, no. Did you receive your answer? She said, yeah. I said, now it's on you to execute. I said, a lot of times we'll pray to God hoping that God changes his mind about the answer that he already have given us. Again, God is not your do boy. He's not your errand boy. He's not the person who you just pray to and boom, stuff just happens. God is not your genie. See, because for everything that you want comes a requirement in the form of a test. In the form of a test. So you have to change your perspective on the stuff that you're going through. Don't care what you're going through. If you receive bad news from your doctor, you're being tested. If your kids acting all raggedy in school, you being tested. If your relationships are not acting the way it's supposed to go, you're being tested. If you want to start a new job, or if you want to start a new company, start a new business, but you don't have the money, but it's been placed in you to do, you're being tested. So, I don't know what kind of God y'all serve, but my God requires me to do things. Let me tell you how my personal walk goes. I'll say, Lord, bless me with this. I want this. You told me that, you delight in the desires of my heart and this, that, and the other. And then as soon as I finish my petition of stuff that I want, boom, instantly, I get my requirements. What? I'm sorry. You want me to do something? See, that's why a lot of people never get what they're supposed to have, because they don't do nothing. And you have to do something. Again, for everyone, there's a requirement that forces you to do stuff. It might mean you have to extract the cancers out of life. Those people who don't quite produce nothing, you have to extract them. That might mean that you have to end 20-year relationships. That might mean you might have to tell that cousin bye because you're taking away from me, you're not adding to me. It requires you to do something versus always just asking and begging. Again, You can ask and beg all you want to. I know some of the most prayerful people in the world, but their stuff don't work because they don't put the action behind it. As the verse goes, faith without works is what? Dead. You can believe all you want to, but if your works is not there, if your actions is not there, it's not going to work. That's what activates that whole deal of being blessed. I have faith. I'm going to work toward it. I'm not going to quit, because if I quit, then you can never finish if you're always starting over. Again, do what's required. If God told you to do some stuff, do it. You have to. Because sometimes in my mind, I used to always be like, God, I want this, or God, I want that. God, tell me what to do. And then I still keep asking the same thing, hoping that he'll change his mind about what the requirement is. If I sit here with my eyes closed long enough, maybe he'll change his mind. It never happens that way. That's why people get stuck in the same spot. Again, do what God has told you to do. That voice on the inside that tells you, I need for you to do this, that, and the other. Regardless of how hard it is, it's your obligation to do. I was reading the book From Good to Great yesterday, and I read the greatest line. Greatest line goes like this: whenever you're about to do something different, please know that it's going to be difficult, it's going to be challenging. But know that in the very end, you win. You win every single time. No matter how bad and how bleak it looks, you always win, because it was always written out that way. You just have to live it. I know I'm talking to somebody because I'm preaching to somebody today. But it's on you to pick up the ball and run with that thing. You gotta run with that thing. You ask for the ball, God gives you the ball, and you looking crazy because it's not the play you feel comfortable running. Everything goes back to football. I made this analogy. I was talking about football and God to somebody earlier today. I said, if you watch football is symbolic of life. You're on offense and you're trying to score. But as I always say, everybody who's in your life was not sent by God. So it's either the people that's in your life were sent by God or sent by the devil. The people who were sent by the devil, who say those sweet things to you that make you feel a certain way, they're there to be the defense. They're there to, their job is actually to stop you from scoring. Those cancers in your life are there to stop you from scoring. Because if you score, then points towards your team. Your team could be your family. Your team could be the people who work for you. It's meant, the people that are there are meant to stop you from scoring. Because the more times you score, the more probable it is that you'll win. Think about that. So get rid of the people who are playing defense on your life that you keep around, knowing that that's their deal. They don't like you. They hope you fail. Every time something good happens to you, they always want to remind you of how you used to be. Remind you of those embarrassing moments that bring you back down to here, bring you back down to their level. So think about that. Again, do what God has told you to do, no matter how hard, no matter how inconceivable it might be. Again, it's your duty, it's your responsibility, it's your obligation, and I dare you to treat it as so. So again, I'm always going to be here to encourage you to go get your stuff, because I've got mine and I'm getting more. But I need for you to do the same thing, because again, we're a family. We roll together. So do what God told you to do, no matter how hard it is, because again, it's your responsibility, it's your obligation. So with that being said, I love y'all. Go get your stuff and quit playing around.